So throughout my fitness journey, I've tried a lot of things. Some of them worked and some not. But I would progress much quicker if I knew those couple key factors that will help you achieve your dream physique quicker.
So let's start with this myth that is somehow still alive. I hear a lot of people talking about that bro split is the best. And no, it isn't. Especially for beginners. Because as a beginner, doing bro split is completely ineffective because you're only training one body part once a week. Better option, if you want to go 3 times per week, which is completely enough for building muscle, is to perform full body workout. That allows you to hit every body part 3 times per week, giving you much better stimulus for building muscle. Or if you want to go 4 times per week, do twice upper and twice lower body training. The key factor here is to train certain body parts 2 to 3 times per week, not only once, because that gives much better stimulus for building and growing muscles. But to do this you have to remember about rest between workouts, but I will be talking about that later in the video. Another thing is what exercise should I perform? Do compound and free weight movement exercises. Although almost every beginner thinks that machines are the best, but that's not completely true. Let me explain. Machines isolate certain muscle group, allowing advanced lifter to progress even more, but it is not the case with beginners. Machines isolate certain muscles, but they also force you to follow certain path of a movement. Free weight exercises, on the other hand, force you to stabilize your body and weight, which improve deep tissues, tendons and secure joints. That is why you should prioritize free weight and compound movement exercises over the machine ones, but there is a catch. Compound movement, especially those most popular as bench press, deadlifts and squats, are really advanced when it comes to technique, and if you perform them without the supervision of a trainer, you can hurt yourself pretty easily, especially when you just started the fitness journey. But there is a thing called regressions. As an example, I'm going to use bench press. A regression of it are dumbbell bench press, floor press, push-ups, incline push-ups and wall push-ups. So before hopping under the bar, master the regression first. That applies to every exercise. And if you perform an exercise, you have to keep in mind that time under tension is also very important. That means how much time in the set muscles are working. For example, if you perform 4 reps, that's a really short period of time, and much better for hypertrophy is to perform rep ranges from 8 up to even 15 with slow and steady and controlled movement. Of course, this factor is much more complex, on which I can do a separate video about, but that's the most basic explanation. And to be better, you have to progress. That describes another point, which is progressive overload. But what does it mean? It means that you want to be better every workout. You want to lift heavy, you want to lift bigger amounts of weight overall. And most people describe it as adding more weight to the bar, but you cannot add weight infinitely because eventually you will reach your limit. But there are other ways to progress. For instance, if you do 1 more rep, or if you instead of 1 second eccentric pace perform 2 second one, that is also a progress. I highly recommend you to track it down. Just simply on your note app, type in the exercise, on what weight have you been performing it, how many reps have you done, and the rest period between sets. When it comes to rest between sets, it should be more than a minute because you have to store back your ATP levels. Ideally, in those heavier exercises as squats and deadlifts, you should be resting around 4 to 5 minutes, and on those lighter ones, around 2-3 minutes is enough. Of course, this appeals to men because if you are a woman, you regenerate faster, so 1 to 2 minutes on those lighter exercise and 2 to 3 minutes on those heavier one is enough for you. And when it comes to injury prevention, you have to keep in mind that your body has to regenerate after a workout. That is why, if you're training 3 times, do not squeeze all the free workouts in the first 3 days and then do nothing for the rest of the week. Spread it equally. Like if you're doing full body workouts, you want to have between every workout 1 to 2 days off. And if you're doing upper or lower, then perform 2 working days, 2 days off, 2 working days, 1 day off. That will allow your body to regenerate and push even harder the next time. But your body mostly regenerates when you are asleep. That is why you should try to squeeze those sweet 7 or 9 hours of sleep daily. But avoid blue light 1 to 2 hours before sleep, and also do not eat right before sleep. Then your body needs to digest this food instead of recovery. And of course, crucial when it comes to making gains is a good diet, but that topic I will be discussing in the next video. See you next week.